I'm Dr. Jim, and I'd like to talk to you about something that is very important in my life. And maybe it's very important in yours. Maybe it's something you're working on. You want to get better at it. Spiritual wellness is what I'm talking about, and why it matters so much. And believe me, it does. It does. So there are 7 dimensions of wellness. They are physical, intellectual, environmental, vocational, social, and emotional, as well as spiritual wellness. This one might actually be the most important for bringing all of those other dimensions of wellness together. They blend harmoniously when we have greater spiritual well-being. It might actually be the most personal and intimate dimension we have and greatly influence every realm of our lives. Okay? So, what is spiritual wellness? What do I mean by this? People want to live with purpose, they want to live with meaning, and they want to live with passion. They want to live out their passions in life, the things they love most. They believe that they matter and they make a difference while accepting the concept that they're small and they're connected to something so much larger than themselves. It's unimaginable. Spiritual wellness can be driven by our values and our beliefs. And when some people meet their personal goals in life, they do so according to their own principles, their own code of ethics. And when they do so, they can experience great spiritual well-being, and not just happiness, but deep inner joy. There's a difference. But what I'm talking about, and as you probably already know, this takes work. We can't get lazy with these dimensions of health: physical, intellectual, social, emotional. You can't. These are things that we have to work on every day, and sometimes more today than tomorrow. It takes focus to do this as well. It takes meditation. It takes prayer. It takes deep breathing. It takes visualization, imagination. All these things are incredibly important. So what I want to talk about are 7 ways to develop and to maintain your spiritual wellness. Number 1, personally reflect and explore internally who you are, what you believe in, what your goals in life are. What type of a human being are you? What do you value? What gives you the greatest meaning in your life? What gives you purpose? So you have to really stop and take some time to think about that. I do that when I'm driving long distances. I love driving. I've been on the road for 30 years. And I might complain about it every now and then, but I stop and I think about all the time that I have. I normally don't have 2 or 3 hours by myself anytime, unless I'm driving, 150 miles to go talk somewhere, or 200 miles to go talk somewhere. Or if I'm sitting on a plane for an hour and a half flight, 3-hour flight, I really, really reflect. What am I doing? Where am I going? Why am I doing this? And how do I do it better? Number 2, meditate, pray, and search for deeper meaning in your life. most of us live at the surface level. We don't even scratch the surface about the quality of our life, who we are, what we do, what we believe in. There's always another layer to dig deeper and deeper and deeper, and just keep going. Just keep going until you find a place where you have truly found yourself. I mean, myself that you see right now, it's surface. There's much more than meets the eye when it comes to me. And you, for sure. I believe it. So, number 3, give yourself the time necessary to connect. And this is a tough one because most of us don't have time. I know that. I'm in healthcare, I'm in senior care, and one of the things that I hear almost every day, we don't have the time to do this, we don't have the time to do that, we don't have the time. But do you really have the time and you're just not using it wisely? Do you have the time and you're squandering it on something else? Are you, texting and Facebooking for 10 minutes where you could be using that in a much healthier way, in a far better way? You need time. That you have 5 minutes. 10-minute break, 5-minute break every day to stop and reflect and think. Give yourself the time to connect with you. 4, seek a positive role model or a mentor. I think this is a great thing to do because there are people out there they've already gone on this long spiritual journey. They know who they are and they're comfortable with who they are, and they're very powerful and strong and spirited and positive. And they can teach us, mentor us, they can guide and coach us. And there's some particular people in my life that I turn to, and they actually feed me and redirect me, and I turn my compass around every now and then when I might be going the wrong way. Okay, so seek a role model. Number 5, take yoga seriously. I know we talk about yoga, and there are people who are really, really into it. I'll be the first one to tell you I'm not super into it, but when I do it, I cannot believe the benefits that I get. I should slap myself and do yoga every day. My wife got me into yoga. We have one of those mirrors, so you have a personal trainer, and there's like 1,000 different things you could do. Yoga is the real thing. Yoga is no joke. And I don't care how fit, and I don't care how much you train, and, the great shape that you're in, so on and so forth. Yoga is not only challenging and complex, but it creates something. Physically, spiritually, it creates balance, homeostasis. I mean, yoga really does connect the mind, the body, and the soul. If you haven't really gotten into it, I really highly recommend it because it can help you on your journey to spiritual wellness and greater well-being. 6, travel to new places or go back to the places that give you the greatest happiness and joy. For me, it's tropical places, it's the beach, it's bodies of water. I'm just that person who can stand in front of an ocean or a lake and just look at it and be happy. It connects with me, and it does so quickly. But, maybe traveling back to your childhood home, city, town, forests, natural places around our country or around the world. It depends on what type of traveler you are. But I know that there are places that call you, and they call you back. And we're not listening to these places sometimes. They're calling us back for a reason. Again, reflect deeply why. And number 7, and the last one, I think this is super important. Practice and maintain positive thinking. It's easy to go negative. There are studies that show about 90% of everything that you and I think about, and sometimes even say a day, are negative, sarcastic, or at least neutral, but not positive. How about that? Hey, how are you doing today? Different day, same old you know what. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. How about you? How's your day today? It sucks. Well, it's tough to be you. Work on being positive, work on thinking positively, find the happiness, find the joy in anything and everything that happens. It's all natural, it's life. So, I'm Dr. Jim. I've gone on enough. That's my take. You could read the article if you'd like to. Print it, share it, help somebody who is on their spiritual journey. So, this has been Spiritual Wellness and Why It Matters. I'm Dr. Jim. Stay in touch with me. My blog is drjimcollins.com. My email address is jim@collinslearning.com. I'd love to hear from you. Take care and keep coming back for more entertaining and hopefully informative information.